Some basic rules in trading. Don't trade when feeling sick. Don't trade when you're late at the desk. Don't trade to impress. Don't trade when upset. Don't trade where there is no setup. Don't trade after two losses. Don't trade out of revenge. And don't trade with anxiety. Hey there, Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here with the daily market recap. Please hit the like, subscribe, and without further ado, let's see the charts. SPY on the daily looking good, looking strong after breakout, retesting, and now going towards the 410. We have FOMC coming up tomorrow and Thursday. Apple, Amazon, and many more big names earnings. Let's see if price can finally break up above the 410. This 410, only by looking left, we can see it was a very strong resistance and very important support. So 410 is a very important level to watch on the SPY. FOMC tomorrow, Apple, Amazon on Thursday. Very important week for the indices. QQQ holding strong inside this short-term uptrend channel. 298. 300 we can say is the next level. That will be a tough one for the bulls, but if FOMC and all the rest of the big names earnings will come as market expectation, we can see a bull run, in my opinion, towards 324. Always follow price, use levels and trend lines to manage the risk. No one knows how the market will react for any kind of news. All we have to do is manage risk, because this is the only thing we as traders have full control of. Risk management. Dow Jones once again going testing this trend line. Let's see if we can get a break up and above 343 to the upside, and we have all these levels and this trend line to the downside. But if we zoom out, we can see overall lower highs, higher lows. This means price range is getting tighter and tighter. Sorry for the noise. Boats running around here in Kopangan. So Dow Jones, higher lows, lower highs, price is getting tighter. IWM, very bullish day, breaking up above, finally, above the 190. Now let's see, continuation to the upside, 194, and maybe even back to the 202 area. IWM looking strong, looking good. And if we take this trend line and we can put it over here, now we have uptrend channel when this trend line will act as resistance. Apple with earnings coming up Thursday, 30 minutes after the bell. In my opinion, nothing special will happen until then, and price will continue to hover around the 144. AMD post earnings, beating expectations, needs to say. Now, let's clean the chart. We have this trend line. This trend line, if we go and look left, it was, and it still is, a very tough resistance for the bulls. So let's see if after these good earnings on AMD, we can finally break up and above. And now we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high. We know that if price will break above the trend line, 79.80 will be the next major resistance, and then we have all the levels to the upside for potential future resistance, and we can manage risk according. Nvidia is next. Cleaning the chart, price action and trend lines, and as we expected, this area of the two trend lines, the orange one and the green one, is a very tough resistance for Nvidia price action. Great example of why trend lines are the true support resistance for price action. Let's see if AMD will start some kind of a run to the upside. Of course, Nvidia will follow. We need a break above this area and a break above the 206. Netflix. If you have followed me on Twitter and if you saw my videos in the past few weeks, not surprising that price reached this trend line over here and got rejected. Now let's see how Netflix will continue from here. We do have here this gap at the 325 that needs to get filled. 80% chance it will, the sooner the better, but all we have to do is follow price and manage risk, because once again, and I know I sound like a broken record, but it is what it is. As traders, the only thing we have control of is risk management. How much am I willing to lose on each and every trade? And I look at the Fibonacci levels and the trend lines and I manage risk according. Shopify still struggling with the white trend line over here. This white trend line holds resistance for the higher highs, still struggling with this trend line. If price will break up and above, we have 50, 60 to the 42. Pay attention to this gap over here at the 40 area. Let's see how Shopify will react to the FOMC. With earnings coming up Thursday after the bell, we have this gap over here. I believe this gap will not get filled before earnings, but it is something to pay attention. So let's see where Amazon will take us. Either way, we have the levels to the upside and to the downside and this trend line to manage our risk. Microsoft, back above this blue trend line. Now let's see continuation towards the yellow trend line. And it all depends on the FOMC, Apple, Amazon, and Meta. Tomorrow, Wednesday, after the bell, Meta also reports. Tesla, basically moving sideways since this open gap at the 146. And if you are a bull on Tesla, you want this gap to get filled as soon as possible, and the sooner is better, because we know more than 80% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. So we want this gap to get filled before the next leg up. Either way, we have trend lines. Let's clear the chart. We have, if we zoom out, look left, we have this trend line over here. We can do it over here or over here, doesn't really matter. It's only technical analysis. This is not rocket science. All we have to do is identify an area of support and resistance, and trend lines are the true support and resistance for price action. Now we can take Fibonacci, swing low, swing high, And now we have all the levels that we need to the upside and to the downside to manage our risk. So this is a very important week for 2023. We have FOMC coming up Wednesday tomorrow, and we have Meta, Amazon, Apple earnings. Very important week. Manage your risk, tight your risk management, because this is all we can control of. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you do, please hit a like, subscribe, share with friends, hit the notification bell, because on my how-to playlist every week, new educational video on how to become better trader, technical side, and most importantly, on the mental side. So until the next video, stay safe.